Live. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brian, and I am now known as the Horror Shark. And today, I was gonna say we did it, but I did it. 100,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much for supporting this channel, and especially all my friends that I made along the way. It's a great feeling. And thank you all for joining the stream tonight. Tonight we have Reanimator Reviews. Ray and Joey, say hello.
Hello.
We have Luke from Confused Reviews.
What's going on?
And Brad from Creature Movie Reviews.
Hey, everybody.
How's it going, all y'all? I was going to say all y'all, but I totally botched that.
It sounded good.
Yeah.
All y'all. All right, so tonight we have, we're just going to talk about, well, we'll start with stuff that we've accomplished throughout all of our channels, stuff that we like and don't like, and stuff that we feel like we can improve on, and stuff that we think is just working out just fine. Then we'll get into movies, and then we'll get into Spider-Man vs. Official versus YouTube says AA. How's it going? Then we'll get into what 2022 or 2023 brings, because there will be some news coming up for the end, probably before that. I'm just gonna try to keep it on a schedule on this video, but I'm not. It can be loosey goosey or whatever works. So, let's start with. I probably shouldn't have done this because you're like, what? What do you mean?
Start with wait, what?
So, how about
Yes.
we do this?
How about we just say, oh my God, Brian, 100,000 subscribers. How does it feel, buddy?
That's crazy.
Right.
It feels like I just passed a milestone.
I didn't know there were that many people.
So many people.
I mean,
So-
obvious the Horror Shark, the name change.
Mhm.
It's so fitting for you. It's
Yeah.
the absolute most perfect name for you because your love of horror and shark movies. And I will continue to fight you about shark movies being horror movies, but we're not going to get into that.
Not all.
I gotta convince myself that they're even movies most of the time.
Most of them, yeah.
But I mean, it takes like you rebranded yourself, you hit this 100,000 subscriber milestone. You're waiting for the email about your button, and we're all excited for you, man. You truly deserve it. You're just a powerhouse in this whole, little corner of YouTube, and I'm glad to call you a friend.
Well, thank you. Likewise.
Absolutely, man. You took the words right out of my mouth. The one thing I think that is obvious that you earned this and you deserve it is anytime we've talked, I've brought up a snippet of information, so a little bit of a movie I know, and you know everything more, like way more than what IMDb knows and stuff. And it's like before this, we were talking about Mosquito, and I asked you if it went straight to the DVD and stuff, and there was a whole story about it. Like you're an encyclopedia of knowledge, and yeah, nobody deserves this more than you. We're all really happy for you. You just hit we were just doing this for 10 years, so 10 years now, the 100,000. What's next? What's your next goal?
Well, taking a break.
Yeah.
Well,
go
deserved
ahead.
break.
And then he rested.
Yeah, then he hibernated.
That's
fair.
yeah, that's exactly most of what I was going to say. I didn't prepare a speech or anything. I'm not that on top of things, but it's definitely crazy that a video series that seems so niche, like even within our kind of corner, was able to expand and explode into such fucking view counts. I can't even wrap my mind around it. So, did you get the plaque, and will you send it to me?
They can take up to 6 weeks to send you a plaque, or even reach out to you for your information. So I'm waiting.
You didn't get any email or anything yet?
Not yet. No. I feel like I should be. The last Shugator says, "Congrats, my friend. You deserve it." Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I feel like it should be.
Is that like, you know how people will like tie their shoes and throw them up on the telephone lines? Is that what he does? Is he the last of that?
Yes.
Is that a dying art form?
It's a dying breed.
In
I
the
need to
end,
know.
In the end, there can only be one. Let it be the last shoegazer.
Coming
with the button on YouTube.
2023 from Brian Gatto.
Yeah, the next short film, The Last Shoegazer. The Last Shark Gazer.
Oh God!
Now we're cooking.
Shark movie.
With the whole plaque thing, I should probably be like just in that scene in The Mummy where I forgot his name, but he does the sandstorm in the mouth, and at the end he's like, "It's a wonderful thing you did, bastards."
I can't wait for the hey, I got the plaque. We're gonna do a live stream.
It's just gonna be the plaque, like me holding it the whole time.
I know that's it. It's gonna
shining
be,
it.
It's gonna be like amazing.
Yeah.
Brian's gonna be like, I'm sorry, what did you say? It's speaking to my plaque.
My genie plaque. Oh man. Yeah, it's an overwhelming feeling sometimes, and then I look back at the subscribers I'm getting now, and it's like, because I've just passed 100,000, as you know, and I look back and I see, I got another 100, and it's like I feel like it's just another adventure to start, like another amount that I have to get to. But at the same time, all the people I've met along the way that have supported my channel, who keep coming back for live streams and keep coming back to comment and watch, it's an amazing feeling.
Well, I do. I watch every one of your uploads.
Same.
But it's also, not only do I enjoy the content that you provide, especially your thumbnails. I love your thumbnails.
Yes.
They're so amazing.
The one thing I wanted to kind of strive away from when it came to thumbnails was a lot of people try to just implement themselves as like their profile in the picture, and I'm like, I just want to make artwork and see how that works, like just digital or
I feel like thumbnails are such like an underappreciated, like studied form of the video making, because it's like for a lot of people it's your first video. This is their initial exposure, and honestly, if I saw that as a movie poster on like the bus marquees, any one of your thumbnails, I'm locked in. I got to know what this is.
They're hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're so well done.
I think a Patreon tier should specifically be you get sent raw videos of you posing for them.
Oh my God, that's a really good idea.
I'd sign up.
It's nothing too spectacular. It's basically just me standing somewhere.
Yeah.
I know, but you pose when you go.
Yeah,
like that one.
How many photos are on your computer of you just going like?
I have a specific folder called faces for
Me too.
Faces for videos.
Mine just says faces. Because you spend so much time like editing it out and getting the backgrounds out, and you're like, well, I might want to reuse this someday. And so you can't.
Yeah, when I don't have many, I usually reuse them or re-edit them certain ways. But when it calls for a special occasion, I do. And there's actually one that I really like. It's like a full body shot, but it's basically two pictures. One's the top half from the torso up, and the rest from the torso down. And I combine the two of them, and no one can tell which is which. And Tom's here for a brief cameo. Hey, Tom, how's it going?
Good. Thank you for allowing me to join the cameo, the live stream briefly. I can't stay long. I want to say hello to everyone, and congratulations, Brian, for 100,000 subscribers. It's been a joy to be with you for a good chunk of that. Not a great chunk, but a good chunk. For those who don't know, I play Bill Dixon in Brian's short film, The Chill 2, which I would highly recommend checking out and resharing on all your channels. Brian, I wish I could stay longer, but congratulations. I hope they send you that YouTube plaque with the big play button soon.
Yeah.
And I look forward to doing more shows with you. But listen, I really got to run. I'm glad I got a chance to say hello to everybody and congratulate you in person. Well deserved. 10 years and 100,000 subscribers for the Horror Shark.
Thank you, Tom.
And you can also see him on Bad for Your Health Entertainment. Congratulations, Brian, and have a good night, everybody.
You as
well.
Good night.
You
Ciao.
too.
Oh, look at that. It's like
that guy was like the Micro Machines guy. He was just going all gas, no break.
I don't think he breathed. Yeah, not
the
one breath.
Micro Machines guy. Oh my
That's
God.
impressive diaphragm control there.
Oh my god! Well, he is a trained actor, so
Yes. Yeah.
so
I really did
I
like
got a
the
little
chill too.
Shakespeare in there. I could tell.
a little
to be or not to be on this live stream.
little Othello. Whether twist nobler.
Thank you, last you guys are believe it or not, it took a month of on and off thinking. Like every other day, I'd be thinking about a new name for the channel. I was like, one day I was just getting a shower, washing my hair, and I'm like, the horror shark.
Glorious,
Perfect.
glorious curly hair.
Yeah. Oh, it's a little short now, but usually it grows up.
Oh no,
well.
it's still curly though. It's still
Yeah,
that beautiful curl fro.
It's not enough to make it an afro, which I would never want, but still. Nothing wrong with an
I
afro.
think you would look great with an afro though.
Thumbnail. Make it a thumbnail.
Exactly.
Just implement our afro onto it. Make it a 70s movie or something.
Ooh.
Blackula.
Blackula.
Oh my god, that would be the perfect one to do that for.
I haven't seen it. I've heard of it though. That's the catchphrase of this channel. I have it. I just haven't seen it.
Yeah. Look behind him.
There it is.
That's literally one of our favorite games playing on live streams with Brian. Is do you have this movie?
Yep. Yeah. And sometimes I don't even have to prove it because it's already right behind me.
He's like, yeah.
It's just magically already in your hand. You're like, oh, this one?
Oh,
I also have it in this format.
Yeah.
It's Blu-ray and DVD
Yeah.
and VHS. It's like, what?
What? Laser
Laserdisc?
disc, you said?
I don't know. I might let you let me run a close second because I've acquired quite a few over the last few years. Obviously, it looks like my friends up top have quite a few as well. So I think one thing we'll have to do before we all die is count out every single one. You know?
Oh, I don't have time for that.
Nope. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I work 2 jobs. I don't have time for that.
Yeah, that's not just the only movies I have. There's
Obviously, I know you're gonna win, but I gotta act like this constant nonsense was for
There's
something.
a chance.
I'd like to know how many movies they had on average in like a blockbuster, and then find out how many movies Brian has.
Yeah, right.
Brian is the new blockbuster.
Actually, you know how they have the last blockbuster shirts for that one in Oregon? You got to make the last horror shark in like the same font.
The latest to my collection is Chateau's Land with Charles Bronson.
He's basically Charles Bronson.
Yeah, he's basically playing a Native American.
Oh my god!
And Jack Palance is in it too.
When that was okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Trying to see what else is into them right now. No, no one else that I know. Just the two.
My favorite is when John Wayne played Genghis Khan. That was
he brought so highly offensive.
That was
that's John Wayne's offensive to everyone nowadays, no matter what movie he played in.
But yeah, man, listen, like 10 years. 100,000 subscribers. Our little channel we have here, Ray and His Reviews, would not be anywhere near what it is without you. The continuous help, the panic. Brian, I don't know what I did, but I got no sound, and the video's upside down, and I don't know what I did.
I was trying to be creative.
I have no idea what I did, Brian. Help me. I was
doing a star wipe and I messed up.
As like I have my phone mounted in the corner on a video chat with him, pointed at the screen, like, Brian, I don't know what I did. Look, Brian, look, everything's messed up. You know, I mean, obviously the live we gain viewers from being on your live streams, and you know editing videos for me has gotten significantly easier since knowing you, but it has been a pleasure being your friend these last couple of years, and it's so great that we've gotten on multiple occasions been able to come and meet up with you, and your mom is fantastic. I
also
love her
your
so
dog.
much.
I was gonna say Finley,
yeah, we got to hang out with you and Finley and Mama Gatto. Yeah. And it was, I look forward to those trips every time we take them. We have so much fun with you guys, and our little special meeting spot, and we got our little restaurant now that we really like.
Yeah.
which we're definitely going back there the next time we meet up in like spring.
Yeah, somewhere
Yeah,
like spring, early summer. Yeah, we
For
at
sure.
Shane, we were actually on vacation, me, mom, and Finley, and we were sitting watching a movie. I was like, "Hey, mom, what do you think if I called you the Mumster for the show?" And she's like, "I like it."
Your mom's so cool.
Yeah, your mom is
Yeah.
she's so good. She's so like crazy supportive of
Yeah.
everything you do with this channel, and that's so great. She's
Mhm.
amazing. I'm so glad I've gotten to know her too.
And her opinions are correct too. Like all the movies I watch, I'm like, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, she's
Mhm.
right.
Oh, are you going to be doing more reel to wheel with Mama Gato?
I do like those. Yeah.
Maurice Barnett says,
I really like
"Congrats."
those.
Thank you, Maurice. From Reel to Wheel, I was gonna do one for the new Resident Evil, but Mama doesn't want to see that one.
Aw.
Because she has stuff to do when we go up to the plaza, so to go watch it. So I'm just gonna go see it by myself probably. But I'm gonna do an after the watch video on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Last you guys got to run, guys. Cheers, Brian. Here's to many more. Take care, buddy. Thank you for joining.
Just know that when there's a pair of shoes hanging on a telephone wire, he's there. Watch it.
It's the last shoegazer.
The last shoegazer.
In a world.
What washed up like G-list celebrity could we have voice the shoes?
Ian Ziering.
Ian
Okay.
Ziering.
From 90210 and
Sharknado.
Sharknado. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It's a shoegazer.
That's where everyone knows everyone from. Like when I think of Frankie Muniz, I say, get out of here, Malcolm in the Middle. Sharknado 3,
Yeah.
that's the one.
I was gonna say he better know which one that one was.
Because we watched that one together.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I think that's the only one I've ever actually watched more than a half-hearted glance before I changed the channel.
Yeah.
They are ridiculous.
How many are there?
6.
Why?
Okay.
There shouldn't have been one.
Okay. Actually, Brian.
Yeah.
What is the most ridiculous shark movie that they have ever made?
Oh no, I'm scared.
Yeah.
Let's ask everybody. Everybody has their opinion on
Jaws
it.
3.
Oh, please.
Okay.
That's
Oh no, there's way more ridiculous. The Cruel Jaws. Cruel Jaws is just like it incorporates shark footage from Jaws 1, 2, and 3 into The Last Shark and uses it as their own. And has terrible acting that is ridiculous to watch, and situations that just make no sense because Italians trying to be Americans is funny.
When you said Cruel Jaws, I thought it was a hybrid between Jaws and Cruel Intentions.
Nope.
The movies.
That's where the
Just
shark
extra
is in the
angry.
hot tub or
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah.
The pool scene.
They should put the song "Cruel Summer" by Bananarama in there, though. That's a missed opportunity.
That's the one song that people would recognize that they have enough money to license.
Shark Exorcist.
Yeah.
Only $65, and you can put this fucking song in your movie.
Wait. Shark Exorcist is a real movie?
Oh, don't even get me started on it.
See,
go ahead.
That's the problem.
Go ahead.
That's the problem. Is people seem to be under the misconception that Shark Exorcist is a movie. No, it is a filthy fucking fetish video that somehow got distributed and should never have left the seedy basement of the man who made it. Donald Farmer is a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
Bet you didn't expect me to know all that, Brian.
Yeah, who's the database now, Brian?
I mean, it's supposed to be the same guy who made Shark and Stein.
Shark and oh yeah. Oh.
Or what was another one?
Brad, what's your answer?
Well, I was thinking between sand shark or ghost shark. Either one of those ones. I mean, they're both just like you know they're just made to be stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
But could sand sharks make a good movie? Because I kind of dig the concept.
Well, it can't be as fun as avalanche sharks.
Are they made of avalanches?
They're just hunting the snow and avalanches.
See, that's still not as cool to me as sand sharks. I kind of like it. Maybe they would be like, what are like those spiders that like are the same color as the sand they like are native to?
Creepy.
Some like beige sharks.
Oh, they look like they're made of ice, but they're not.
What do you think? What's your most ridiculous shark movie?
I haven't seen it, but I've heard enough. The Dick Shark movie.
Oh,
It's not even a shark movie.
It's a dick shark.
It's a dick shark.
For me, which I've seen parts of this movie, I haven't seen the beginning to end. But House Shark.
Oh
House
yeah.
Shark?
Okay.
House Shark.
Who
can't
hasn't
put
been
words
sitting on
in
the
front of
toilet
shark.
afraid that a shark was going to come up and get him? I know I've
Like,
been there.
Are we just putting words in front of shark and saying, yeah let's make that movie?
I
I
remember
guarantee you, in the shark movie headquarters that I'm sure exists, they have like a dartboard, and just around it are just common everyday words and phrases.
A question for confused reviews: who's the lady in your profile? Ask Maurice.
Oh, that's sweet Maurice, you sweet summer child. That is Megan from Jason Lives. She is a bad bitch, and I don't know. Like I was telling them before we got live, I have no idea when I did this. I just opened up this fucking app, and Megan was already there. So I'm sure I did it at some point.
You should have entered this live stream going, "Shut up, Meg."
Yeah, that.
Speaking of Meg, Weird Eurasian Boy says Meg with Jason Statham. Ooh.
That doesn't take itself as crazy as it should have.
No, it could have been. It wasn't bad.
What up, kids? Says Daryl from Mr. Meat Hook.
Daryl.
House Shark is amazing. Lee bad.
Me and Mr. Meat Hook here had this discussion on Facebook or on YouTube in a comment section about House Shark, going back and forth. I was like, this movie is ridiculous. He's like, this movie is amazing. I was like, it should be in a museum.
Happy 100K, Brian, says James Ramir. Thank you. Now, where's my $100,000?
James is one of the OG day one homies.
Yep.
Like, even after all these years and all the fucking stupid shit I've made, he's still there.
He's always
I just
commenting.
can't shake him.
He's got a crap on your shoe.
You can't get rid of him. Confused. Stop trying.
I guess
He's
I should.
in it.
You shouldn't reminisce about
Every new
how
video, I just hit upload, and I think maybe this will be the one where he just finally picks it up. And he just can't take it anymore.
And here comes the comment. Great review, Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot.
There he is.
James, we love you too. Let me just tell you.
Yeah. Definitely.
So Brian, the last 10 years, take us through what's some of your favorite things you've done over the last 10 years with your channel.
In terms of all kinds of videos or just in certain kind of videos?
Just anything.
Well, for reviews, I mean, there's so many to choose from.
Yeah.
And some of them I don't even remember.
Was there ever one? Was there ever a video that you like the whole time you were making it? You were just like, this one, no one's gonna give 3 wet farts about, and then you posted it, and it got way more attention than you expected.
Yeah, well, not on my other channel, yeah, but not in this one so much. Most of the reviews are in the realm of reason. I think there's one or two that might be kind of out there. It's like, holy crap, how did this get so many views, and why?
Because I know that definitely every video is a gamble. You know, it could either just completely tank or really kind of take off. And when I did Jason Goes to Hell, I knew that was going to be a big one. It was the first one. I had Premiere Pro finally, so my videos didn't look like complete garbage. And I remember it, even now, it's up to like 12,000 views, which is frightening. But then fast forward to when I did Return of the Living Dead, that one I was like, no way people are going to give a shit. Zombies as a trend have been in the toilet since they killed Glenn. And that one jumped up and did like 10 times better than all the ones that came after it. And I think that's kind of wild.
Yeah, I'm looking back at the videos that I've done, and one of them recently, which was a newer movie, but even then, usually I don't get that lucky. It was one for VHS 94, which got like almost 1,000 views, or 900.
Yeah, I think people were just really itching to know, because the first 2 VHSs were so good.
Yeah.
Whether or not you like them, I've seen them a frightening amount of times.
Yeah,
I still really like them.
Yeah.
And I think that's the perfect use for that type of format. As we all know, found footage has been done to death. and then you move on to what was the third one called?
Viral.
Venereal disease. What?
Venereal disease.
That's close.
That you watch
vaginal
it and you're
disease?
like,
What?
oh yeah, it could be just complete unwatchable shit.
Yeah.
So, was
Well, that's
94 good? Yes or no?
It's okay.
Okay.
All right,
Not
that's
near as
better.
good as the first two.
That was a pretty good review.
Well, I mean, Jason Goes to Hell is the second best Friday the 13th movie.
Says no one in this chat.
You know,
Yeah.
you know
Oh
what
my
the best
God.
one is? Do you know what the best one is?
What?
Ready? Ready for everybody to cringe? My favorite
Jason
Friday
X.
the 13th. Nope. My
Jason
favorite
X.
one is Freddy versus Jason,
Oh,
and I
okay.
will never come off of that.
Oh boy.
I love
Okay,
that
so
movie.
That's okay.
so
That's okay.
letting you in on a little exclusive here.
Jason X is third.
Jason X kicks ass, and I don't give a shit
It's
who
a wonderful
doesn't
movie.
agree.
That's
but anyway,
my favorite one.
Freddy
I
versus
love that
Jason is
movie.
coming up. I think I'm doing it in January.
Yes.
So people can stop fucking
Check it out.
asking me about it.
I love that movie.
And
Next
I'm, you know
up
what? I'm so happy it exists, and that's the best. That's the best thing I can say about it. It's just that I'm happy it's there, because never in a million years would I think that would ever happen. And Kelly Rowland and whatever, she sucks. She's a beautiful lady.
Oh,
But-
she's an awful actress, though.
She's just not good. It was that weird time where late 90s, early 2000s, where we were like, what slightly relevant music artist can we just throw in here to just completely derail everything? But we get we get longer fight sequence between Freddy and Jason than Batman and Superman in their 3-hour fucking movie. So I'm not even
You're right.
can't even be mad.
Daryl says Joey blocked and reported. If I could erase a movie, it would be Freddy versus.
No,
That's harsh.
That's what I love about. That's what I love about Daryl. We will constantly fight about horror movies because he has a very niche opinion, and I'm such a front runner for high budget movies. He just
Yeah, this is a complete opposite. My favorite's probably the first one, and everyone's like, "Oh, you're just choosing it because it's the first." No, I love that movie.
It is a great movie, though.
Yeah. It's not a great movie. It's just my favorite one.
It was also it's one of those movies where I feel like it has much more value than like The Prowler or shit that was coming out at the same time because of what it did.
Plus it has
for
charm
everything.
to it. Part 1 and part 2 definitely have a lot of charm to it.
For sure.
To them.
Part 2, I've really kind of come around on a lot more. Like I reviewed it 75 years ago, and I don't remember anything I've said in that video, but I know like when I did Jason Goes to Hell, I said that 2 can kind of be bad, but then now that I look at it and I've watched it pretty recently, I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Ginny is pretty great, and Baghead Jason had a lot going on.
I was going to say, I'd love to Baghead Jason. Brad, what's your favorite Friday the 13th movie?
Oh, geez. Did you have to ask?
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite kill?
I do like Kevin Bacon's arrow through the neck.
Yeah.
I mean, that's always classic. But
Yeah.
whenever Freddy's in Manhattan, there's just so much like
Freddy?
Jason's in Manhattan. Hey, Freddy in Manhattan would be interesting. But yeah, when he just kicks that boombox and then the guy with the gun saying, "Oh, that's a 9." Like, come on, man. Like, that's not 90s New York. I was there in the 90s. It wasn't that bad.
The thing about part 2 that really made me come around to it was watching the deleted scenes. All the kills that we could have had.
Oh yeah, and real crappy like.
It wasn't.
They were finished.
Holy shit! Hold that thought. Brad.
Yes.
Do you know what you just did?
Uh-oh.
You just gave me maybe the best idea for a Freddy Return sequel when you called it Freddy in Manhattan. Okay. New line, if you're listening, you can take this one. This one's on the house.
Oh, they're listening.
Freddy in Manhattan, the city that never sleeps.
Oh.
What are we doing here?
What
are we doing here?
Wasted time and opportunity.
How fucking great. It's just a bunch of coked out fucking Wall Street dickheads and fashion moguls and homeless people, I'm sure, just
social
running
media
around.
influencers.
Yes,
Live streaming.
The very first
Instagram.
scene of the movie will piggyback off Freddy versus Jason, where everyone's forgotten about Freddy, which is kind of true. And it's just it's some hipster hipster dickhead with like a man bun, and he's got some questionable outfits going on, and he's just on a roof of some 75-story high rise, and he's on his phone, and he just falls right off. And then it's like in midair, freeze frame, and then you hear Freddy on the voiceover saying, "Shit's really fucked up," and then the credits start.
One of my friends who can't be in the comment section because she's on mobile, says that her favorite kill from the Jason movies was when he killed the guy in the wheelchair, and as an extra insult, just pushed him down the stairs.
Well, because he knew he wasn't going to get back up to go after him.
Oh my god, I forgot about that one.
So rude.
That one was pretty fucked up. He was a good dude.
Yeah.
He wasn't even taking advantage of the chick just swooning over him, and
because
it didn't
he was
matter
actually
because he still
gay in
got a
real life.
fucking knife in the face.
Was it New Blood where everything was supposed to be in 3D?
No.
Which one was that?
What you mean? That was actually made in 3D, or was it supposed to be in 3D?
So I obviously can't see 3D movies, but I've just randomly been rewatching a bunch of the Friday the 13th movies on Hulu, just like making dinner, whatever. And I can't remember which one it was, but it was the kill where he's holding the guy up by his head and then squeezes his head. It's 3. Yeah. And then his eyes just like bing, and it makes some like cartoonish sound. Like, okay, the 3D.
It does like the old Batman show. It just pow.
You can just see when it pops out. Yeah, pow.
Yeah. She's just like, hello? Hello? And it's like literally 12 inches to her right.
Giggity.
He's just hanging this dude off the porch, and she doesn't like proceed to investigate any further, just goes in like.
Yeah.
But James is asking, when do we get Leatherface in Detroit? And you know what, as a questionable Michigan native, I'm down. We'll go down. There's a lot of abandoned buildings. We don't even need to get a permit. We can just go right down there.
I'm pretty sure he's already there.
Yeah. Some of the areas in Detroit, there's probably people who look like Leatherface there. You can pick up extras real easy.
Yeah, I'm your prostitute for this evening. You'll do great.
I think for me, I have a one of my favorite kills in all of Friday the 13th is one. I love the fact that Jason constantly interrupts people having sex.
Yep,
sure.
But when girls on top of guy inside the tent and they're having sex, and the pole just comes right through her, and then he rips up. I love that kill. I have no idea why. It's just the just straight trauma of it. Daryl said I'm moving to Michigan next month. Start filming Leatherface in Detroit, buddy. Yeah, I just love that kill. That stood out to me. That has always stood out to me on every out of all the Friday the 13th kills. That one has always stood out to me, and I have no idea why.
Mine's got to be when what's his name? Is it Jimmy? Crispin Glover's character. When he's hey Ted, where's the hell's the corkscrew?
That's fucking, that scene needs to be put in the Library of Congress. It's brilliant.
What about the one where the girl's eating a banana and then he like stabs her?
That's
and
the
then
same movie.
Yeah. She throws up the banana. That one sticks with me.
Yeah, kind of gross.
See, there's certain kills that
she's
just
just squeezing the hell out of the banana.
It gets its own shot. Like, it's not even like it's in the background. It gets like a legitimate cutaway.
Yeah. It's symbolic somehow.
Not
banana.
Did he just kill the girl, but he made her mangle her
potassium
produce.
for you, bitch.
Gonna have leg cramps all day.
When I was a kid, my favorite used to be in the same movie where the mortician got his throat cut with a hacksaw. Love that.
Oh, that is good.
That's a great way to start off your kills in the movie.
That's a brutal one.
Yeah.
What's up with the trope of like every he's not a mortician, he's like the pathologist. Like, why are they always eating a sandwich and then just like putting it on the body, and they're just like, nom nom nom.
That happens in non-horror movies
it's
too.
every movie.
Yep.
Gone in 60 Seconds. When they're calling the guy that doesn't talk, he's working in the morgue and he's eating a sandwich. He sets it on the body to go answer the phone, and I'm like, who does that? That's a dead body.
It's showing how they
there.
It's showing how they've become desensitized to dead bodies in a natural
but it's
way.
just it's unrealistic because when they do that shit for real, they have to contaminate, lock down, they gotta spray everything. Here it's just like, hold on, the Dunkin' Donuts got here.
This was 1984. Let's let
at least put a paper towel down or something.
But the sandwich always looks really good. Like a
nice ham sandwich or something.
Yeah.
Good thick tomato slice on it, layered ham and cheese. Like it's like the perfect sandwich.
Yeah.
And you just put it on a dead body, you monster.
It's not as bad as in Halloween 2 by Rob Zombie, where it's not as bad as in H2 by Rob. I think it's because I said Rob Zombie. He disappeared.
Take it back.
No, Zombie Rob 2 Halloween. Okay, it's all gone now. When they're talking about like necrophilia in the ambulance, it's like that's just pushing it.
I always think of the one scene in Dead Alive when they are like preparing the body. And it's like the pumping thing in the sandwich is like boop, boop, boop. It's like that whole movie is just a
yeah. Or when they try to cover up her eye sockets because there's exploding yellow goo out of there.
I love that movie so much, but every time it gets me, I'm just like,
He's trying to rejoin, but his device isn't connected. Connect your device.
So, what's your favorite? We'll move on to another big one. What's your favorite Halloween movie? And there's only one correct answer. Brian's knocking shit over.
It's the cat.
What? Brian's great theory about how when I wasn't on the channel and Mia would sit in the other chair. Brian's great theory that I would turn into the cat. And I was in all the early reviews. It was just me as the cat. But favorite Halloween movie?
James stole my answer. James stole my answer.
Then you're both incorrect. Brad will go to you.
I like 3.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Silver Shamrock.
It's stuck in your head every time, every year.
God.
It's just London Bridge is falling down with a different tune.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It doesn't matter.
Turn my camera with the guys' masks, but it died.
Oh.
There's his real icon, by the way.
Oh yeah. That's his real. Yeah, that's the confused reviews. I know the little cartoon guy.
Cartoon.
Yeah, I like how he's altered them, like so they can do different things. Like he'll have an angry one, and.
But Halloween 3 is the best. It's hands down.
How about best Halloween movie with Michael Myers?
Okay.
4 for me. I know everyone's gonna be like 1. What are you talking about? It's the first one.
I'd have to say 2.
2 is good too.
Yeah.
Oh hey, thank you, Daryl. Thank you.
Halloween 3 or get the there you go. That's the one thing we agree on.
I do like the whole cult thorn thing. There's just something about it. Like they could have fleshed it out. They could have, but I liked it. Like it's something I think about at least. So credit for that.
If I were to choose a Michael Myers a Halloween movie, if I were to rank like my top 3, it'd be 2, 3, and 4. Somewhere in there. I don't know how I would rank them entirely. It'd be either 2, 3, 4 or 2, 4, 3.
See, I like 2 over the first one,
just a little bit,
and the fourth one. So I would probably go like 3, 2, 4. I don't like the original, but if I had to pick between the original and the Rob Zombie ones, I'll pick the Rob Zombie ones. I actually like them.
I like the Rob Zombie ones.
I like the most recent
I don't mind them. I don't mind the first one.
I really enjoyed the most recent one because they played on a very great precipice of people in masses are the real monsters.
Yeah, but they totally
You know,
botched
like
it too. Oh, here we go.
frantic people are
Uh-oh.
the worst kinds.
Refuse to use is back.
Hello.
Web utility.
EOS webcam
Hello.
utility. Okay.
Cool.
I like the new
Yeah.
icon.
Yeah, I
That's
tried
different.
to connect my fucking. Hold on.
Yeah,
There we go.
yeah, I agree with
Okay.
Daryl. Kills is unwatchable. I can't stand it.
Okay. All right. Sorry to continue derailing this shit, but yeah, I tried to turn on my webcam so I could show you guys that I bought all 3 silver shamrock masks because
Nice.
of an impulsive idea I had.
Oh.
No, that's a good idea.
I'm jealous right now.
Yeah. Hold on. Can I? If I send you a picture, Brian, can you like
Yeah, sure.
display it?
Yeah, I
Let's see
can.
if we can do that. Because I had to restart my whole setup.
Honestly, 1 and 3 are the only ones I watch. The rest are completely skippable. Kills is unwatchable. Oh yeah, Halloween Kills. Why are y'all arguing all the Halloween movies? There's the moderator for my Twitch channel, Zachary Haith. Love him to death.
Love you, Zach.
Zach is awesome.
I love it. They're like, Halloween's such a deep movie with all these underlining
Is it
themes.
though?
Yeah.
No, I know. And then I'm saying that they're like, they're saying how dark and mysterious it is, and then it's about a guy who has no emotion whatsoever.
Yeah. All the emotions. He's just like,
Yeah.
You could really see it in his face, though.
Yeah.
And I mean, can we agree that we need to stop transporting for like inmates to different facilities? That's when it
True.
always happens. Like,
Yeah.
just leave them there. I don't care if the money's dried up. Leave them there.
They're always
It'll be okay.
3 guards short.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right, so
3 guards short.
Always on the worst
Exactly.
day.
so I work in a prison, and I used to be an officer. I have a different job now, but I have done probably 50 or 60 prisoner transports.
There we go. Can you see
And I
it?
will tell you this. Oh, look at
That
that.
is cool.
Oh, that is so
They are-
awesome.
They are, dude. The quality is
It
way
looks good.
exceeded the price.
You got
And
all
you know
the angry
what?
video
You wanna know how
game
they
nerd
get you?
movies.
Yeah.
Trick or Treat Studios makes fucking delightful masks. I'll tell you what. Speaking of what James said in the chat there, I bought the They Live mask from them as well, and they're all absolutely perfect. They're great. And you know how they get you though is the Witch costs $10 more than the other 2 because it's got that nice felt hood there.
And that's what, and you need, I'm not surprised they have one more expensive because you're not going to
you
not
need
going to
them
not
all.
complete the set.
Yeah.
That's smart though. You should make one regular price and then $5 more and then $10 more.
I liked Halloween 2018. Says weird Eurasian boy, and the Friday 13th reboot. But I despise the Nightmare on Elm Street reboot where Robert Englund was replaced by Rorschach.
And you know what's sad?
What?
The saddest part is, and I don't know if this is going to be a hot take. I don't know. We'll see if the rest of the panel just exiles me. But
That's a yes.
Jackie Earle Haley is honestly the only person that I can think of in Hollywood that could have done it.
Yeah.
And I don't fault him. I really don't. But like, he did like some like baby ebonics for most of it, and they forgot to key out the green on his cheek for quite a bit. But he was pretty good.
They did him dirty. He could have been great, and they did him so dirty.
I think they were just lazy. I think it was just lazy. They had an opportunity if they took the time and put a lot of the effort into it and everything. They could have made it great, but they were just lazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's the worst part because they deserved better than that.
All right, I got something I wanted to broadcast, and I can do it because now I figured out how to work the share thing entirely well. Oh, I can do a video file. Oh, perfect. I don't know I could do that. It makes it so much easier.
Oh, can we see some of you posing for your thumbnails?
Ooh, yeah, new thumbnail.
Throw some of those pictures up
Oh,
there.
it says video files only. Haha. I'll have to make a collage. All right, let's see if I can get this to work. Yeah, okay, hold on. So this is going to be what's going to be coming up in either 2022 or 2023. I'll let you guys know as soon as possible after I take my 2-month break, because I'm going to take a break from January or mid-December to March. So you guys ready?
Let's do it.
It might be 2023.
All right.
There's a few more. Oh, the sound's not on this one. I'll have to fix that after. It just... Oh, let me go back and just reveal what it is. Maybe just an upload. Who knows?
Crocagator.
I hope
That's
it doesn't-
good.
Yeah. I hope it's not going to be like that with all of them, because I hope the sound went there. All right, let's see. Yep, this worked.
Yep, good.
Haven't you run out of shark movies yet?
Kaiju month.
Yeah, no audio on
No
this
audio.
one either. That sucks. I'll have to fix that.
Kaiju.
Nice.
Let's see if the next one has audio.
They look awesome though.
Yeah, this one doesn't have audio either. What the hell? What did I do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong. Oh, I didn't load the audio. I see now.
Grime Week.
Yep, 2 Purge. I think the last one has audio though. Yeah. These are some I didn't get to make just yet.
Michael Cole Files. Oh,
He's the my author friend, and then Jaws. Bernard Matai continued Jaws and Rambo.
Rambo. Yeah.
Rambo.
Interesting.
Rambo Legacy, where I'll review all his movies, and then I'll start doing rip-offs and stuff like that after.
Sure.
What is Suburban Sasquatch?
It's a funny ass movie.
See, again, that's another just classic bit of American cinema right there.
Yes.
Where
Shot on video.
Sasquatch has giant tits. I'm not even saying that to be facetious. I'm saying the guy or the sex weirdo, more aptly, that designed it made it have giant fucking honkers and like very visible nipples too, and it's unlike anything you'll ever see. And the effects are terrible. The story sucks. It's just bad.
And it's 97 minutes. I remember that.
That's that sounds like something you would watch.
Yeah.
Like there's one part where the Sam Squanch, as it were, throws a cop car. It's literally him throwing like a stretched out like 2D JPEG.
No, it looks like a piece of cardboard. A cop car they just throw across the screen. It's hilarious.
Just not good.
No.
Well, what do you
Well, I
think?
think it's pretty. I think it's pretty obvious which one I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
All right.
That's gonna be in March. I'll have Night of the Demons book review out there too if it's released by then.
All right, hold on one.
I want to get that too.
Yeah.
All right, I got it for.
I'll have to check out Suburban Sasquatch, but at the same point, there are a lot of Bigfoot fetish films. It's just like
I know. It's
who's
like
asking for this?
It's about as much as Alien.
There seems to be a link.
Yeah. Yes, a missing
Brad, what do you
link,
think that is?
I'm missing link if you.
What's the psychology?
I don't know. I don't know. Is it? It's not something I'm into. But I'm into Bigfoot.
Is what you're saying that people who like to dress up in furry costumes are also weirdos?
No, to each their own. But if you, but
Good answer.
Just don't record it and make me watch it. Put it that way.
Yeah, or trick you
And
to
try to
watch
market it
yeah.
as like a serious horror movie.
Yeah. But regardless, I'll still watch it. You got me.
That's some dead air. Brian, what do you think of They Live?
They Live's good. It's trying to remember exactly what I thought about it because I haven't seen it in years. I think the idea is really cool where it's he's putting on the sunglasses, you can see all this stuff that's hidden but from everyone's eyes. It's got a great fight scene.
Yeah, got to bring up that fight scene.
Yeah, I love how the South Park kind of it did like recreate it and mock it, and it was just so funny with two crippled kids.
Yeah, South Park's always so on the money with their homages and references because they make it so good on its own that when you know about it, like where it comes from, it like adds a little
a little bit of sweetness.
Do you remember this?
What?
I was because like they do the member berries.
Oh, I remember.
I do. I remember.
What about Prince of Darkness? I actually kind of like that one better.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's more.
It's the same for me. It's been a while since I've
seen it. I think I like it more because it's more of a horror film with creepy imagery than They Live is more of an action sci-fi film.
Yeah.
Which, don't get me wrong, I don't mind, but in terms of how it's executed, I think Prince of Darkness handles the horror better than They Live handles the action sci-fi thing.
Yeah, I really like They Live, and another shameless plug. That's the next video I'm doing. that I'm editing right now. And
oh yeah, I remember the stinger at the end of your last video.
Right. For all weirdos that decided to stick around for that, 30 minutes of nonsense. That's what that was. But
nonsense.
Right. Looking back on They Live, I think it was really well done. And I really like that, unlike a lot of the films you're quite familiar with, it's not so focused on the special effects. It's very kind of, reserved. In like even the alien design is like very minimal.
It's just a mask, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
The creepy mask.
Yeah.
One guy played them all.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh.
Good for
Maurice asks if have we seen The Unholy, which I do have. It's a Vestron video release, so I have all those.
I ordered our dinner. So
it's not 6:30 yet, Joey.
Cool. I had to use the bathroom, so I took advantage of the time to order the dinners. It's going to be like 25 minutes.
Yeah, they're like, what can I get for you? Hold that thought.
Taking a leak here.
Yeah.
The worst thing. Yeah.
Hello, Sydney.
Brian, I have a question. Your mom was your 100,000th subscriber.
Yes.
How did she wait that long to be the 100,000th? Like
she honestly didn't know if it wasn't a subscriber. And I was like, I told her I got one more to go. She's like, oh, am I a subscriber? And she's like, let me check that out.
It just happened like that. I thought it was planned, dude.
Yeah,
I thought she unsubscribed.
Nope.
And was like waiting, like, tell me when you're right there so I can be number. That's so like serendipitous.
Yes.
That's just it's just perfect, dude. That's just amazing.
Have I seen Virus Shark? I don't really want to.
Virus Shark? It's probably
it's a Mark Polana, or however you say his last name, film. He directed like Sharkenstein, I think. It looks a little bit more, I wouldn't say highbrow. It looks a bit more well put together than some of his other works, but it's not saying much.
Your rebranding means you're going to have to watch all of those shark movies now. Like the ones you've been putting off.
Yep.
You have to.
I have to think of a new name. I have this feeling I should make a new channel name all of a sudden.
You're going to have to watch all these terrible shark movies, Brian. You did this to yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'll have to buckle and buy the Wild Eye releasing ones. That'll be a cold day for my wallet.
Yes.
You got the new promotion, Brian? Yeah, I spent all the money on why are they releasing shark films. What a great investment. Oh, Luke, no.
Lost the
Bye.
man.
Bye, Luke.
Here he is. We'll hold him in the timeout room. There
What
he
the
is.
fuck is happening? I'm sorry. I'm ruining the
Oh
celebration.
my god. There's
Sharks are
sharks. There's sharks of the cord.
Holy fuck! It's like the electric gremlin from Gremlins 2, but they're sharks.
Oh my god. This is just.
It has to have a line where they say it's he who walks behind the shark fin.
Oh God.
Oh my god. This is the most awful thing.
I just remember watching the trailer for it and seeing a shark jump out of the cornfield and hit a helicopter or something.
No, not
But,
surprised.
no, but it looked terrible.
You're shitting me. It jumped out of the corn and hit a chopper.
Something like that, yeah, and it looked awful. I mean, it didn't look as bad as it didn't look as bad as like Shark Exorcist, but still.
Brian, it's a shark jumping out of the corn.
Can you imagine it not looking bad?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, Brian's from
Hollywood could do
Ohio,
it.
okay? He's very familiar with all the things that happen in the cornfield.
That's true.
What are these things that
Who
happen
hasn't
in the
seen a
cornfield?
50-foot great white just careening through the air?
Or better yet, when they're in the cornfield, all you see is shark fins go by like, that's our shark.
Oh, God.
It could be worse. It could be going through like sand. That would be dumb as shit.
They did that. Sand sharks. Oh, are you kidding?
He's being facetious.
I just like messing with Luke.
Facetious. Sarcastic motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a.
But Brian,
Which
what
one
is
do
your
you-
favorite Friday the 13th kill?
Oh my god! I already
Oh, yeah.
said it.
Yeah.
You weren't
he
here
said-
for that.
Yeah, he said it during one of your many exits.
Yeah. Oh wait, you were here for that. I told you it was Jimmy.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jim.
that's right.
Hey, you see the
See you around here.
What about what's your favorite predator kill?
But where the hell is the corkscrew?
I think Ted has it, or Jim. No, Jason has it because he jams it in his hand. It looks like no more questions. What about favorite predator kill?
I'd have to think about it.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
the Predator moves.
Love him, hate him.
No, it's just in the middle. Yeah.
It's
Love
not.
the
It's like
first one. For sure.
Yeah.
I won't
Yeah.
seek it out.
Yeah.
But if it's there, I'll watch it.
I like the design, the creature design.
Okay, which
Yeah.
one do you prefer, a xenomorph or a hunter from Predator?
Oh,
Xenomorph.
xenomorph.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. They're
Got
much
that
more.
little mouth and a bigger mouth. You can't go
Yeah.
wrong.
I was watching Godzilla versus Destroya not too long ago. They have a scene where there's these little creatures that grow into a bigger
Mhm.
creature,
Our marriage.
have the mouths that come out of the mouth. They look like xenomorphs. I'm like,
Little mouth, big mouth.
little foot, big foot.
No, that's like our marriage. She's the little mouth. I'm the big mouth.
I have that cat T-shirt where it's the kitten,
Oh my god.
and then it has
I've
the,
yeah.
the xenomorph mouth.
I love
Oh
that.
yeah.
I love that shirt.
I remember going to a convention one time and they were selling these not chest bridges, face huggers, and they were huge. I was like, how much is that? Oh, $20. I'm not buying that.
I don't know.
think-
That'd be tough.
Don't we
Yeah.
have one around here
They
somewhere?
break so easily for sure.
We
Oh
have-
yeah, Godzilla versus Bambi. It's
I
just
think
like
it's
a
a
cartoon. It lasts like 2 seconds.
I love this question.
James.
I love this question from Maurice Bennett. What movie messed you up as a kid?
Oh.
Phantasm.
The Howling.
Well, for you, I thought it'd be Scanners.
Oh well, it was a double whammy then. Thanks for bringing up that trauma.
It was either Dog Soldiers, The Howling, or there was another one. I don't know. Well, it's not a horror movie, but it's The Butterfly Effect.
That's a good one too.
Listen,
Seriously messed up.
listen.
Yeah.
Ashton Kutcher's acting is pretty
It's
horrible.
rough. It's
So-
rough.
Yeah.
No, that's a great. Have you ever seen the alternate ending to that?
Yeah. The endings are so sad.
Oh, the endings are nuts.
Mhm.
Yeah. Do you ever realize that because spoilers, she always has miscarriages? Maybe they are the ones who maybe they just keep killing themselves just because they live their lives and then just go back in time and kill themselves like we did.
That is Secret of
Nim.
I love the Secret of Nim. That scared the crap out of me though.
oh.
Or
I
like
love James'
Watership Down. That's
Monster
terrifying.
House.
I love James' response to the Predator kill. Like, which Predator movie did not have a spine wreck?
Yeah.
Sabato Caparini. I'll never say his name right. Caporino. So what's up? Hey.
For me, it's and I never get the movie right, but it's the one with the elevator kill, the zombie movie with the elevator.
Resident Evil.
No, it's older.
I think
Dawn
you're
of the Dead?
thinking of
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, where they're like they open the elevator and he's just getting ripped. He's just getting ripped apart.
Yeah.
I watched that at an age that was way too young for me to watch that, and I was like, "Oh, actually, there's a wonderful story about that. We watched this and we were drinking Kool-Aid out of empty beer bottles because we thought we were cool." And
what?
Yeah, we were like 8.
Oh,
and this is just the stupid shit I did with my friends growing up. We were like 8, 9 years old. Somebody found this in my uncle's VHS collection. This is the same uncle that took me to the Guar show in a white t-shirt, put me on his shoulders and said, "It's fine, you'll be okay." And then Guar decided to blast a 10-year-old in the chest with a blood cannon.
As you do.
So, but he took me to like a Danzig house. Like this is my awesome. This is my awesome uncle. Growing up, my internet has been overtaken by sharks. But that scene was just like I was like,
oh yeah,
and like all of our friends are like.
There's one scene in that movie that's even worse than that, I think, is where the guy's getting his head ripped off and they're touching his vocal cords and his voice is changing.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Like,
yeah.
That's so cool,
pitch.
That's called that's called being thorough. Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought of that.
A realism to it.
That's Tom Savini.
That's Tom Savini.
Yeah, that's the sound editing guy and Tom Savini.
Yeah.
Tom's like, it looks great, but we need a high pitch for the scream.
Mm-hmm.
I would say one of mine is because I saw it in theaters when your parents take you to a movie they want to watch and you really shouldn't go because you're like 10 years old. Was Event Horizon. I don't know why they took me to Event Horizon theaters.
Oh no!
But I had that, and then I remember I had to camp out. Like I had a scout camp out that weekend, and I remember being in like a bunk, pretending I was in one of those like where they froze you chambers, where so you could travel.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember thinking that, and then the whole concept of the whole movie and just Sam Neill's face all messed like that still sticks. I can't watch it today.
Aww.
Yeah.
But Luke, James is like Luke sold his soul to the Sci-Fi Channel. Looks like they said I can expect the Sharknado.
Oh God! Don't put that evil out in the world, or it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's gonna have like a baby Ian Ziering.
Ian Ziering and Tara Reid need more money.
Yeah, especially because she sued the people of Sharknado after they made the 6th one. I think it was for using her name on a game or something.
Heaven forbid.
Just
yeah, it was like $1 million sue.
I mean, she needs
the
money.
Much.
Well, she did American Pie reunion. She did American Pie reunion, so she got her money from that.
She got like a Crunchwrap Supreme and a gift card somewhere.
When I worked at a gas station, her Playboy was the #1 that was stolen. Everybody was stealing her Playboy.
Aw.
Well, no, nobody's gonna waste money on that.
Yeah, I know, right? Like it'll be worth something in 20 years.
Actually, you know what the most valuable Playboy / Playgirl magazine is?
The one with Peter Steele.
No.
Oh.
Wasn't it from the girl from Not of This Earth? I forgot her name.
It's not a girl. It's not a Playboy. It's a Playgirl.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's
what's her name? Tell me. I'll get pissed off.
No, it's a Playgirl magazine. It's with naked dudes in it. It's the one where they paparazzi took like naked pictures of Brad Pitt, sold them to Playgirl. They released one run of the magazine. Brad Pitt won in court. They had to go back and take them all back. So they literally sold like less than 400 of these, and it's deemed like the most valuable thing in the only reason why I know
Why
know
do
this
you know
is
this?
because my
You
mom
know a
has
lot about
one.
dongs.
My mom
geez.
has one. And she like has it in like a sleeve and shit like that. And she's like,
She has it in a safe.
I actually think it is
hermetically sealed.
I actually think it is in the wall safe at the farm. But she has this theory.
Well, now they disclose the information.
No.
Now everyone's
has
gonna
this-
know.
She has this wild theory that when when Brad Pitt gets all of them, there's gonna be only hers left, and she can sell it to him for like $1 million. And I was like, and that's the only story you need to know about my mom to know how crazy my
Have we
mom.
verified that this is the most valuable? Is this because my theory is you just found it and your mom came up with an elaborate lie so that she wouldn't know that she's got the dirty mags.
Like a sea son.
Well, it is like the rarest out of the run of either publication. There's another, the most valuable Playboy, I think, is the Dolly Parton one.
Oh, a Bigfoot. Yeah, but the Bigfoot Playgirl. I have that one.
Yeah, it's probably the suburban Sasquatch dude.
Yeah.
Exactly.
that
Once
belongs
that
in
movie-
play.
Exactly.
seen that
They
movie, you
invited
can't
them
talk.
on.
It's literally a costume you get from like Walmart. And people
my
say that all
God.
the time, but like no, literally.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then there was stereo silence.
Well, I'm just thinking. I'm thinking one of the first things we were talking about was all the friends you've made. About over the 100,000. And
Yeah.
I mean, it is kind of nuts that there's 4 people here that are all across the country, or in different states, all talking, and like we've been best friends since high school, and it's all because of horror movies. It's kind of weird. Like if I could be on here and we could all be socially awkward, and it could be boring and stuff like that, but we're all into the same thing. So you get in, you hop in, and in 30 seconds we're all best friends.
It was even before the stream. It was like 20 minutes before the stream. We were just talking.
Yeah.
That's why it was late. Yeah.
We
were just talking.
It's just it's so weird to just find strangers on the internet that are into the same stuff as you, and you just like collect them.
Collect them like Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah. Brian's collecting us Brian's collecting us like Pokemon cards. But no, it's so like we've met so many people through like, the horror crawls and the live streams we did, and like, the live streams we like during when we did live streams till like 2-3 o'clock in the morning at some point when she was out of work for because of her eye surgery. We were doing like talking like we were with that Twitch like 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
3 in the morning
That
one
guy
time,
just stays up all night.
just talking
Love
about
him.
boy bands and bleached assholes, and it was
Butt chugging.
yeah, butt chugging. It was like the crazy. I was like, why are we like? How are we talking about this? I'm like driving Uber on my way home from like an hour and change away, and I'm like in the live stream driving down the highway talking to you guys. Like it was just like it's so crazy. Like you meet these people, and like I have Zachary Haith, who's one of my main moderators on my Twitch channel. I met him because of the horror movie community, and he's been a great, fantastic asset to me. And I appreciate all of his hard work, but I would have never met him if it wouldn't been for YouTube and Brian and Brian convincing Rayanne to say you should make your own channel so your husband has to edit all these videos for you.
Like echo the sentiment. Like it does feel like I've known like Brian forever, and anytime we all get together and talk, it's just like you just pick up where you left off,
or start a whole new conversation, and it's like it feels so natural.
Yeah, it does. It's like no time has passed and there's no like weird like small talk. It's just like bam into whatever.
I know, like
it never starts with like, how's the weather going?
No, it's just
And
like,
it's-
what's
and it's
up?
like-
How you doing?
And it's
so
like,
anyways.
and it's like the last time we like met up, I ran up, gave your mom a big hug, and I was like, "Hey, how you doing? Oh my god!"
I should have my video camera out. I've been like,
Oh my god,
he's running.
It's like,
He's running.
It's like,
Uh-oh.
it's like it's so crazy. It's just like it feels like we've known you so much longer than we actually have.
Yeah.
But we like talk to you, so like we have our own group message.
Yep.
You know, we talk in that all the time, and it's just like we've been through so much stuff together, and it's just like it has cemented our friendship for life.
You're stuck with us.
Yeah, you're not getting. I don't care. I don't care how
You're
big you
stuck
get
with
on
me.
you. I don't care how big you get on YouTube. You're never getting rid of us.
Yeah.
You know, us and our 14 view videos are sticking right with you.
That's right.
We're like that 30-year-old cat that won't die.
It's just like, maybe if I hit it in the head. And that's
Yeah, we're just-
I didn't know we were
Yeah.
getting so sentimental today. This is my first time I've ever talked to Brian. I don't even.
Who the hell's Brian?
I just wandered into this random chat and these people
Not
were okay,
kidding.
so I stayed.
Brian's been a real pal way before even this current channel was around. He was
No, this current channel came before, but I didn't use it that much. I used the other one more, and then I switched to this one.
right. Yeah, because
But
you were
yeah,
on that
correct-
one. I was on a
correct-
different one many years ago,
Yeah.
and we just kind of hung around and kept doing the same shit over
Yeah.
and over.
How do you
It's kinda
find
fun.
us? Like, there's all these little channels that you just stumble upon.
Yeah, with yours, it was kind of funny because I was looking at reviews for Sasquatch: The Legend of Bigfoot. I was like, oh, here's a new one. And I watched it at home. Like, oh, this guy's really good. And then he only made a few videos, and he had taken a break from there. And I was like,
a couple years.
when he comes back, I'll have to reach out to him. And that's how I
Cool.
was like, yeah. I think
That's
you had
it.
like,
What'd you say, Brad?
No, nothing. I mean, that's yeah. And when you start, like, you get the idea. Like Brian, you said you're in the shower and you came up with Horror Shark. I was the same situation. Like, I was in the shower and I was like, I'm gonna start making a YouTube channel, and it'll pick up and it'll be just huge. And then you make like 4 videos, and you're like, this isn't worth it.
yeah, but
And
then you go
then-
back to those 4
then you come
videos,
back
and
to
there's
it.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, and you watch the 4 videos now, like the 4 or 5 videos that you had, and they got like almost 1,000 views.
Yeah, which is cool. I
Oh,
mean, so it's
yeah.
like, okay, somebody's out there, and then I think just when I started subscribing to you, I was like, man, this guy makes so many videos, and I was
Yeah.
like, maybe that's what I should do. So the whole reason I came back was because I was originally just going to do like 1 or 2 a month and just take
Yeah.
it easy, and then I was like, man, he's making like 1 every other day. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
let's stick to a schedule, boom, and do that. So
How are your joints? Like, do you have like chronic carpal tunnel from just like constant
I
editing?
have, I have a flat butt.
The hip spread.
that's the next thumbnail.
That's for the
Right.
Patreon.
Or the Playgirl?
Maybe OnlyFans. Yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
Only sharks.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God.
Yeah, that should be a Patreon tier. Only sharks.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Yeah, like we started out as fans of Brian. Ran, found him, watched a bunch of reviews, started commenting like, "This guy's really cool," yada yada yada, and then we started out with they did a watch along for
Lost Boys.
for Lost Boys, and we had her old school laptop on top of our dog's crate
Yep.
with 2 what were they?
It's like a shoebox or
loot
something.
crate boxes, old loot crate boxes stacked up to get like the angle of the camera right. And
Oh, man,
I
still
like,
remember how-
and I was like, and then I got everything running. I just ran in the bed. I ran in the bedroom. She was in the living room. I had to come out to go to the bathroom, to crawl under so that you wouldn't see me. And it was just
Oh,
like that's how it like started. And then at the end of that, he told her, he's like, you should make one.
Yeah.
So we took like our tax return 1 year, and we got a laptop, we got a mic, we got a camera, we got everything we needed, and then we cleaned out the room we're in like now. We bought a second shed to move all the junk that wasn't here out into there, and we built this. We like made this studio. We put all this stuff in here, and now we got like a professional microphone and camera, and now I use this to stream on Twitch all the time now. And it's just like, none of that would have happened if we didn't meet Brian. We would have never made this channel if we wouldn't have met Brian. And I bet you there's a lot of people out there who can safely say, like, I wouldn't have be making the content, or I wouldn't have started making content again if it wouldn't have been for Brian or somebody like Brian. And that's what's so great about this community.
Yeah, there's a few channels I've helped out. Some I'm like, they're doing fine the way they're doing. I don't want to really tamper with what they're doing. Like with Brad, I would be like, you don't need to change anything you're doing because I think it's working out perfectly. And Ray and Joey, I think you guys are awesome the way you're doing videos. I just wish you would upload more.
I don't know how the hell we missed 3 weeks.
I know.
It's been rough.
We've been sick. Like I got sick last Sunday, so I didn't upload anything. We recorded stuff today though.
Yeah. Well, I recently was looking for a different position and had to go to a bunch of interviews. So that kind of threw me off a little bit. Now I'm trying to transition from my current office to my new position. So I'm like,
oh, nice. Congratulations.
Brag on it.
Thank you.
All right.
And like being in the medical field in general right now is just not.
I have to go pick up our food. If it ends before I get back, it is lovely to see everybody. Ben Grimm, howdy to you too. Brian, I love you like a brother. You are like family to me forever. I cannot wait to hang out with you again in person. Dude, I love you, dude. You are one of the best people I know.
That's
so
true.
you deserve this so much. You are such a great person. I'm out.
Bye, Joe.
Go get my food.
I'm gonna go pick up food before she gets hangry. You wouldn't like her when she's hangry.
No.
And then
Brian knows.
Yeah.
Brian's seeing it. The ugly side.
I've seen the horror. The horror shark eating her food. And Luke, his videos, I swear, he puts so much effort into them. It's like he edits them like so much in a way where my computer would crash by the time I was done.
Oh, trust me, mine. You see how hard a time it has to get on this fucking live stream.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to do the editing that Premiere Pro will allow me, but my computer is like, no.
Yeah.
So it's a constant battle, but hopefully I can get a new computer soon.
It's like the way he edits. It's like he doesn't just do like, here's a scene, here's another scene, no edits in between. There's like, here's a scene, tons of edits on top of it with audio underneath. It's like, wow.
Well, not to toot my own horn, I appreciate that. That's the thing is it's always that constant creator struggle where you're like, no one's gonna give a shit. But then if one person noticed that I spent an extra 30 minutes putting a sound effect under 5 other layers of shit going on, and
or even searching for one, it's like sometimes trying to search for the sound effect. It's like,
oh yeah. And a lot of the websites I used to use, now what I would do is pretty shady. I would just record it off OBS after I click it, but now a lot of them, when you click it, it says preview, and it doesn't give you the sound effect anymore. So it's what can you do? It can overcome.
Or they'll have the parts where you're like, oh, the song sounds really good, then you hear audio jungle.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. And it's always such an unmenacing voice, but you're still like, you fucking bitch.
Get out of here. Oh man. Yeah, you should do one time or as many times as you please. You should do a video, a picture of all the edits you made in your video. I've done that before. Luke, you should definitely do that because
I'll do that. I'll do that for you right now. Hold on.
Yeah.
Off the thing.
I've had videos where it's 4 different layers of video or audio, and it's like, oh my god. It takes a lot to keep track of it all.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when you
shift things around.
Yeah, exactly. You'll be moving things around or be like, hold on, I gotta wait for this movie to download, or perfectly legally, of course. And you'll move on, and then you'll have to come back and forth, and yeah.
And I started adding video to movie clips to my reviews to spice them up. I haven't hit any copyright yet, so that's good. I'm trying to keep it in the 10-second range or edit it into 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's usually the kind of time frame I've found is like 10 seconds of video is usually pretty chill, and I would say like 8 to 5 seconds of audio, because audio is always way more likely than video, because you can work around that. Putting like what I've been doing lately is like for like widescreen movies, I'll have like a different background with like a lava lamp or some fucking fancy colors, because even that like it gets around the
or like if you change the size of the video or anything, or change the color, kind of helps.
Yeah, that's another thing too, is like even having it like fade in and out, you know, move it with editing.
Well, then the problem with fading, the problem with fading is flipping does help too. But with the problem with fading is if the scene cuts to another scene while it's fading, it'll kind of show like the next scene. It's terrible.
Yeah,
it's so annoying.
Like I've gotten to the point where I'm like so paranoid that even showing like a clip, if it's like 8 seconds, even with the audio and all that, I'll like clip out like even like a second of dead air, or like when someone's not talking.
Yeah, there's one I did for a movie. I forgot which one, but there's like a scene that was going on way too long. And I was trying to trim it out. Then I watched it back. I'm like, oh, I could have cut it there. I could have cut it there, and it would have been even shorter, and it still would have gotten the point across. But
have you ever made a movie better with your edits? Like you said, sometimes they'll fade in between, or sometimes they'll just not fade, and it'll just be somebody talking. It's like, okay, this is I need to put some fades in to help this out a little bit.
Yeah, I would say like when I did the Chill 2. Oh man, that's such a hard one to talk about because I edited it in like such a short amount of time, and I'm surprised how good it came out. That took me about 2-3 hours to edit entirely.
Jeez.
And usually a review takes about an hour and a half, or 2 hours. So I was like, oh my god, I got this done so fast, and I hope it comes out good. When I exported it, it looked a lot better than I thought it would. There were some shots I was like, oh, why'd I fade it like that? Like when the TV changes to the sky shot, and you can kind of see the TV, because I added a clip on the TV, so you kind of see the TV still kind of fading out after it should have faded.
I didn't even notice.
That's a feature like I so wish that YouTube had, is like what Vimeo has, where you can go in and edit or like change out an older upload, because like that's the thing. Once you lock it in, once it's up there, there's no going back unless you just completely remove the whole video.
Or if they want you to change the audio or song or whatever.
Yeah, because like very recently, some of my videos from I think 2 years ago, where I had Sweet Dreams as like the intro song.
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere, they started getting claimed, and you can have the $6 the video will make. That's fine, but like they started like the Next Generation video, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, they fucking blocked it worldwide. So they've been kind of getting better. They got tools now where you can kind of go in and put in one of their dog shit tracks just to, and like I'll make a comment like, oh, it's fucked, but it's better than losing the whole thing.
There's a video I made recently that I really liked. I can't remember it. But sometimes you have a lot of fun making the videos while adding clips, because it can also be annoying because you'll start watching the movie instead of actually reviewing it.
Yeah, that's a big problem, especially when you have the whole movie in front of you. If it's like a really good movie, even if it's like a 3-second clip, I'll be watching it, and then I'll keep watching it, and I'll be like, oh, fuck, 25 minutes ago.
Oh man, you sent me the
I sent you the
zoomed.
Yeah, that's the zoomed out timeline of the Thing video. That's 30 minutes.
You mean the They Live video or the Thing video?
No, the Thing. They Live is not nearly that far along.
Jesus, let me share it real quick.
Yeah, pull out the microscope, because you're gonna have to.
Yeah,
that's a big one.
Share screen. Share screen. Oh wait, which one am I sharing? I think it's Facebook. Yep, there it is.
Oh geez.
Oh wow.
So as you can see, a few cuts in there, just a few.
Is the purple video?
Yeah. So everything, the green towards the center, that's audio, and then everything above that is video.
And what's all of that blue stuff on the bottom?
That is, for some reason, I don't know why this is, and maybe if someone's listening who knows, some of the movies like that I have, they are a different audio track style, I think, and it doesn't convert as well with Premiere. So when you take a clip out from the movie, it is like louder in one ear, like the right channel versus the left, and for some reason it's like stuck. So I can't lift it up, and it's on those last few tracks. I have no idea why it does that,
On
But-
mine, there's a way you can switch it to 1 year on, 1 year off, or both years. I forgot exactly how, but it's not the same kind of editor you have, though.
Right. Yeah, this is Premiere Pro's a fucking monster.
And I barely know how to zoom in and out on my video editor. There's a couple I know how to do most things, but there are some things it's like, what the hell am I doing? Let me stop sharing my screen.
And that makes me feel a lot better about my edits. Like I was always like, oh, this is complicated, but no, it's not nearly as bad.
Here, let me pull up one of mine. Let's see if I can find one. We'll compare the two. What's one? Okay. Maybe the one I did for the Slime Beast is the most recent one. Let it load. Yeah, that's another thing. It takes forever to load sometimes. Sometimes it's just like, there it is. Other times it's like, what the fuck? I'm still waiting for it to load. It's a load of crap.
That's another challenge too, is when you get something done and then the thing crashes and you're like, okay, it crashed. No big deal. You go back into it and like 2 hours of your life are just gone now. It's like I have to re-edit all
you didn't
this.
save it or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man. I hate that. Although I usually hit save right away and then work on it when I can. Like I'll start up putting up all the links I need and all the video and audio, then I'll set it up, and then after that I'll come back to it.
Oh, see, that's smart. I don't do it that way.
Like I'll put the end of the video, like the outro and the links and stuff. I'll set it all up, and then I'll start working on it right then and there, or wait till I'm good and ready. Was that a dog?
That's my dog.
Have you seen Ragnarok, the Giant Steak movie from the Neverlands? I liked it. I haven't seen it. I've heard of it. Isn't it like from the mid 2010s? Oh, I got the video thing to load. Oh my god, I thought that's gonna be a lot worse. Here, let me just set it up. Oh, I moved something. All right.
I hear the wolf pack.
I hear the wolf pack. All right, so let me share screen. So this was a shorter video. This was about 8.5 minutes.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, this is the video right up here. That's the audio, and that's the sound underneath it all. Yeah, it was about 8.5 minutes.
Jeez.
Yeah, but like what I was saying about getting everything prepared. Usually I will see the links and everything are right here, but I have to go green screen on those, and if I don't, and I chose to do everything in widescreen, which is a pain in the ass, but I think it looks better.
It does.
So
yeah.
I literally have to crop it and match everything. I usually scale it down to 80 and then put it over and crop it down. But I just like the look of widescreen better.
For sure. That's cool. A little behind the scenes look of how it's done.
Yeah.
I'm always really fascinated with that aspect of like
Sitting back
any new person I watch. I always think like, how did they get to the consensus to put it together like that?
Yeah.
I wish people did more like behind the scenes stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing one behind the scenes one, but I also want to do one for the. I've done a couple for the thumbnails while I record myself doing the thumbnails, but it doesn't come out quite as good because it's always sped up, so I have to record it with OBS. But let's see if I can find a thumbnail I haven't released yet. There are some good ones. Theme weeks. Let's see. Yeah. Like the as before mentioned Michael Cool files. I've made quite a few of the thumbnails. I've made them for all the books I've read of his. Let's see.
Still live.
No, we're not live, Joey. Go away.
We heard you.
Did you hear that?
No.
He goes, "No, we're not live, Joey. Go away."
Hungry.
All right. Let's see. Share screen.
Love you. Bye.
All right, I'm gonna duck out.
Alrighty.
Have a good rest of the stream.
You as
Yeah,
well.
we'll see.
Oh, not you as well,
See you.
but you have a good night.
Thanks.
Enjoy
Sure.
your identical stream of you doing a mukbang.
Thanks.
Yes. Yes.
Have a good night, everyone.
You
We'll
too.
see ya.
Congrats,
Thanks.
Brian.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Let's see. Where is? I had it. I had it by the balls. There it is. It disappeared. No, there it is. Okay. So here are some of the ones I worked on, they're up in here. That's just I actually added that shark fin in there.
I like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And I like the blood kind of overlaying the rest of it.
Yeah. Then this one, it's actually about like a crab squid. So I kind of put a crab shell on top of a squid.
Hey, that's good.
And then the lobster shark, which originally was white, but the lobster shark in the book was red. And then this one I don't really care for, but it's a shark man creature.
He looks pretty surprised.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh my god, they're hunting me!"
Oh.
This is probably my favorite one. I added a crane, the strap, the shark, and the blood in there, and the scar on its eye.
Cool. Yeah, that one's really cool.
Yeah.
And it took me forever to find a picture of the part of the boat that is.
Oh, that is kind of sometimes the longest part. Like you said, like you're watching a good movie and you end up getting in, just watch it all. But also you're looking for a thumbnail and you're like, or a transparent image or something of, well, I don't know, of like a football. And then you're like, well, the laces aren't out on that one, or
the
I wanted it to be
the
more.
Color.
Yeah.
You have like such a defined vision in your head, and you're like, God damn it, no one else has thought like that.
Yeah, no.
Or it'll be like the most random thing. Like I was looking for a newspaper with the transparent background, like you said, and like for whatever reason, I just couldn't fucking find one. And I was like, you would think a newspaper.
Yeah.
I think I have a picture of a newspaper I was using for the "Should I Be Worried" video. So
yeah, because I'm talking about the media shenanigans.
They live.
Yep, exactly. And so I made like some fake, fake headlines.
I see.
Goofing on
you're right.
all the yeah.
That's the way it works. It's not. It's like I could just do this better myself.
Yeah.
Go get a picture of a newspaper.
What's a newspaper?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but the horror shark thumbnail, I actually had it in my head. I'm surprised it came out as good as it did. I literally took a picture of me holding a fake machete, jumping up, and just going. Ah!
The last frame of The Breakfast Club, just. Ding, ding.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to keep a certain style for each kind. Like the interviews are not going to be more like the Brad Carter interview with the picture of his books and stuff. Because when I was doing interviews before, I was like, let me just make this elaborate picture. But then I'm like, I worked with Tom from Bad for Your Health. He's like, oh, can you make it like this? I'm like, oh, that looks actually pretty professional.
Yeah, less is more for thumbnails, I've come to realize, because like.
And no one cares about all the effort you put into it as long as it's not
well,
eye-catching.
Definitely that. No one will ever care. But I've noticed too, like a lot of the times your thumbnail comes up like a lot smaller than when you're working on it.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you gotta make use of all the big ticket items and not get worried about like little details in there.
Yeah. The one thing I can't stand is if you're on YouTube, the amount of time the video is and stuff around the corner. So I try to make them widescreen so it doesn't cut into the picture.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I didn't even think of that. That's true.
One of the harder ones to do is when you try to put your face on someone else's.
You have to match their face perfectly in the lighting.
Oh yeah, this one was probably the hardest one that I can remember. It was one with me and Tom. We did the one for New Year's Evil. Here it is. I literally combined our faces.
Yeah, that looks tough. Yeah. Looks good.
The worst part was cutting around it. And then that's just me and my mom. We're matching the skin tones and everything. Sometimes I cheated and colored their skin tone to match mine.
I'm glad you've kept all these. Like I can see that folder is just full of these.
Yeah, these are other ideas I have for thumbnails. The ones that are main thumbnails are further down, but I'm trying to find. Yeah, this one was the one I did for the Bigfoot collection was surprisingly hard because I had to put my book in there.
Yeah.
That he's reading. I was like, I can't get this stupid thing to go in the right direction. Then we did Dune, which was kind of a shit job, I think. It doesn't really match the background. Like there's dark right there.
You can tell
it's a rush. Yeah. I wanted to get this done, but I never got a video for it out. But that's actually 3 different pictures. That's the picture of them is different from there, and that I added myself in there. I wanted to get one right after I listened to it, but after I listened to it, like I can't remember anything about it. Then I listened to it a couple more times a few weeks later. I'm like, oh, that's great, but now no one's gonna watch it. I've been meaning to get this idea out there, a sequel pitch, but I keep on changing my idea. Just fun stuff to look at. Sometimes I just look back at my thumbnails and I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool. That's what we did.
Yeah. Of course, you got to get Bigfoot eating his head.
That's the eye catcher, because I did another video for the abominable review that has that same picture, same font and everything, and it did about as well as this one. I'm like, it's just that he's eating his head. That's got to be it.
That was fun. I remember that.
Speaking of books, Brian, as we segue for a moment, I know you're a bookworm. Have you read it?
I've got about 400 pages into it.
Okay, so I'm currently chugging through it for unspecified reasons. Wink, wink. And I was wondering what you think, because I know Stephen King's a very polarizing author.
I'm not a huge Stephen King fan. I don't hate his work. From what I remember, the opening with Georgie was really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of what I've come to realize so far is it's not so much that the new movies and the TV show, they didn't leave anything out. It's just they didn't put a lot in. There's just so fucking much.
Yeah. It's like that with the new Dune movie. Because there's a scene where, I won't spoil it, but someone's accused of killing somebody or being behind it. And that's not even in the movie. I'm like, yeah, it was kind of pointless in the book if you think about it.
That's the struggle with these big adaptations, I feel like, is it's so hard to put everything in and satisfy all the needs of the fans and the audience and all this stuff, because Dune especially has just so much content.
Yeah. I've read Dune. It's a huge story. Huge book. It's about 800 pages. Not as long as it, but
yeah, that's true. It's hard to do that though. I mean, even but to make a book into a movie, but then also if you do the novelization, you got to do a movie into a book. I don't know what would be more difficult, because how do you put some of that stuff into words?
Yeah, I've started reading I'm on book 3 of the Resident Evil movies, and God help my soul, they are pretty ridiculous.
Have you played any of the games?
Nope.
Yeah, there's no time.
When does the new movie come out? Is that this week?
Yeah, 3 days from now.
Is it?
Looks pretty good, I think. Except for the song they chose for the trailer.
What was it? I don't remember.
It was the He-Man song, like, yeah.
Oh, that's right. It is catchy.
It is. And I watched it again, like, it kind of, it's
a stretch. Yeah.
It's a stretch. Very much so. It's like, why did they think that was a good idea? Someone's like, we need to put the He-Man song in there. Why? Yeah. Because I said so.
Yeah, that's a high up decision.
Yeah.
My boy Sabado Cabarino was asking, what is the worst movie you ever reviewed?
Oh, what's the worst movie I've ever reviewed?
And I bet for you that the fucking bottom of the barrel isn't even the lowest point.
Well, damn.
We're going to the fucking center of the earth for this.
I know.
What is it, Brian? Tell me.
I want to say Cruel Jaws, but I'd probably have to say Deep Blood. Because Cruel Jaws, they're both shark movies, but Cruel Jaws, it knows it's bad. It's taking itself unseriously throughout. Deep Blood, it's so bad, but it's super serious. It's like, oh, my friend just died. I can't believe what just happened. We have to go kill the shark, guys. And then Cruel Jaws, like, hey, she got tits on her like watermelon. It's Deep Blood by a long shot, probably. It's got it's watchable. That's the sad part, but it's just so sullen and so serious.
What about you, Brad? Because creature movies, same sort of deal.
Yeah, there's some rough ones. Actually, there was one I was thinking of. Let me look it up.
Because The Bloody Rage of Bigfoot.
Yeah, but that has some charm to it. Like,
okay,
the only problem
isn't like 2 hours long.
It's 2 hours 45 minutes.
Oh my god!
And it's bad, but at the same time, it's not the worst.
Yeah,
it's pretty. I mean, it's low. It's down there.
As long as you don't say Sasquatch hunters.
No, that's not
that's been like our inside joke. Like, he said, I remember him saying Sasquatch hunters wasn't that great, and I'm like, I love it.
I have to go back. I wouldn't say I love it, but it's not like, at the end of the video, you always do a review or a number of scale and stuff, and it's kind of just fun. It's not like I really feel that it's close, but But no, the worst one I've seen, it kind of goes back to that Sasquatch fetish, is Search for the Beast, and I don't know what to expect, because you read the back of the DVD and it's like some Bigfoot like tries to get his
Oh.
basically his sex on with all these people and
Oh.
stuff. And so I knew what I was getting into, but it's again just
You can never be prepared for some of these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did I see that?
What about Luke? What's
Yeah.
what's the worst movie you've reviewed?
Well, clearly I haven't dove in as much into stuff that I wouldn't even really classify as movies. A lot of these are just I think these are Ponzi schemes. But I've been very adamant that the Ouija movie from 2014 is just it is such a perfect example of just every aspect of a big budget stupid horror movie. Every single criticism anyone could ever have is all perfectly showcased.
It's cringy enough to be making a 40-minute video about it.
Yeah, nearly 50.
Yeah.
Which Brian was in,
yeah.
as it were. And but there's always, there's always Halloween Resurrection, Jason Goes to Hell, the classic choices, right?
Yeah. Classic choices.
For sure.
What's if you guys could hang out with any horror legend, who would it be? Maybe Lance Henriksen. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah.
Brian, I know you like my Bigfoot movies.
I don't know if this would be a horror legend or more a music legend, but I would really like to sit down with Rob Zombie for a good few hours and just
say horror.
Okay, because I had a vision of what I thought Rob Zombie was like as a person for a long time.
He probably just says yeah a lot.
Well, I listened to him on Joe Rogan, and he's actually like a very kind, like intelligent person, which I didn't expect. Yeah. And not to say that I think he was dumb.
Right.
Maybe some of the things he's put in his movies, I would say, are along those lines. But I would definitely like to sit down with him, especially because like the more I look into Halloween and the new Munsters, and I'm always kind of keeping a watchful eye of what that guy's up to. And it seems like he either completely understands or has no idea. And that's how I feel about a lot of his movies. And I don't know.
Yeah. He's all in, that's for sure. Yeah. If he's decided to make a movie, he does it.
I also have a theory, like his wife has like naked photos of him or something. Like there's a sex tape where like she says, if you don't put me as the lead in every movie, this baby's dropping. And I don't Something's wrong. She shouldn't be.
Or make her a very important character with no subtext whatsoever. Say it's a white horse.
Yeah, you make up book quotes and other debauchery.
What about you, Brad?
Yeah, I'm thinking the name that pops up in my head is just Tom Savini. He seems like he'd be fun to have a beer with.
Oh yeah, because he's had such a wide career, he's been everywhere, and I feel like that's honestly you could make the argument of that sort of thing with just about anyone because horror movies are such a strange, vast spectrum, and I think it probably has the most subgenres of any other thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any contender. Maybe comedy, but even then.
Sabato Caporanio, however you said it, Luke. My favorite thumbnails were the Fishy February ones. Yeah, though I like those ones. There's some good ones, and they actually get a lot of views. I think that has to do mainly with the thumbnails. If I could go back, I would add video clips to them. I don't think I did. So that was around the time I was starting to. Rogan is a shill. Blue Water, White Death, excellent shark movie. I still haven't seen it. It's like a documentary.
Is it?
Yes, Rogan definitely is a shill, Mr. Frogman, but I really like how vast his catalog of guests are. And since he is at the top, it's a lot easier to tell someone like, hey, did you hear who was on Joe Rogan? Of course I have, because he's like 100 million monthly listeners. So hopefully all that fucking Spotify money was worth it.
For me, it would be Harry Manfredini. Yeah, that's a good thing to say is because like composers, I love horror film scores. The one I've been keeping an eye on that has been kind of going downhill is Benjamin Wallfish, who also composed It, but now his scores are just like really generic and stuff. For composer though, that's still alive. If he was still alive, I'd choose Ennio Morricone, but he's dead. So,
A lot of unanswered questions went into that coffin.
Yeah.
I would have so many things to ask him.
Who, Ennio Morricone?
Yes.
Yeah.
When did he die?
A couple of years ago. I think in 2017, 2018.
Okay, I was going to say, was he alive to see The Hateful Eight? Because I know they used some of his unused tracks for The Thing, actually, in that movie.
Yeah.
And that movie kicks a lot of ass. So I hope he was able to see it, because it does his music very, very good.
Yeah. Composers. I have to look through my iTunes. So many composers. The thing is that if I were to talk to a composer, I wouldn't know what to say. Like, I act like I know all about music, but I'm just saying what I liked about instruments and stuff.
I like the way it sounds.
I like the way it sounds. I try to make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. I do sometimes. Like, I try to be more. I'm not trying to talk like I know what this instrument does and that instrument does. I'm more so like how it makes you feel and how it makes you see the story play out through the music. But there's so many composers on my goddamn iTunes. I should make a separate playlist.
Music's such an important part of film too, that I feel like,
especially horror.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was headed with that. And it's interesting too, because like I'm so unmusically talented, like I barely know anything. And so like recently when I've done like Ferris Bueller and of course The Thing and movies like that have such recognizable soundtracks and like songs in them, I usually just say I like the soundtrack and then I move on, because like if I did any more, I would look like such a buffoon, because I have no idea.
Yeah. It takes a lot of research.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't know how to play it, doesn't mean you can't learn it. Like what things work and what things use to make them certain sounds.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, if you don't know how to play it, it's kind of like it's a whole different thing.
Like I thought in the beginning of They Live, like just that down down down. There's my
very
wonderful
simple
impression. I thought that was like a banjo, and then I looked it up, and it's like a 3-string guitar that's been left out in the sun for 2 days, and then and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Maybe Rocky Gray. He was in Evanescence, but he also did the music for The Barn, which is a really good score, very 80s. I should mention, I should probably say people that I could probably get a hold of compared to like John Williams or something like that.
Yeah.
I would love to meet Steven Spielberg. Let's get him on the horn. Let's see if we can get
him on. Call him up. No problem.
Vampire soundtracks, as Sabito Carbiani mentioned down there. Yeah, vampire movies always have I feel like they're like very punky, especially 80s ones. I don't know. The Lost Boys just jumps out at me. Yeah, exactly.
Well, everything afterward, kind of just takes that and rolls with it. So
right. All it takes is the one for that domino to continue moving.
I've been recently watching the Descent movies again, and the music in that is not bad. It's very.
Oh, go ahead, sir.
No, go ahead.
If you listen to David Julian's scores just by themselves, it's like 75% quiet, and then they have those few tracks like the ending or the climax where she's climbing out. It's like whoa.
Yes.
At the beginning and the near the middle. And then the end are like great scores, and the rest of the soundtrack, it's like I can't hear anything.
For those movies, works great.
Yeah, but then he did the music for The Cabin in the Woods, and I'm like, there's only one theme that kind of sounds like the Descent that he's doing over and over again.
I don't see much variation in it. That's true. But
yeah,
I can't do it. So
one that I'd love to get to talk to is Bear McCreary. Oh my god, the score for Godzilla King of the Monsters. And Child's Play, the remake, even had a great score.
Well, you can tell he's a fan. I mean, from that, he's great.
It's always nice when people who like the thing they're working on likes the thing they're working on. That's always it's a nice plus to a product.
Yeah. Or Alan Silvestri, who composed Predator. It's always about Predator.
It's a great movie.
What's some of the worst scores you've heard for a movie?
Crickets.
Yeah.
Crickets. No music at all.
Again, that's what I was saying. I don't think I
Oh.
have the talent.
If you were to watch it by yourself, I mean, if you were to listen to it by itself, not watch the movie, Cannibal Holocaust score will paint a totally different picture than what the movie actually portrays. Like it's a very uplifting score by Riz Ortolani. It's very different than what the movie's like at all. It's a savage, disgusting, brutal movie that I absolutely love. But when you listen to the music, it's like a nice soft guitar that starts this movie off, and it's like, what?
That could be intentional too. Some kind of deeper meaning or something, but it missed the mark.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, if you watch it with the movie, it's fine. Sometimes it depends on who's watching it. But if you listen to it by itself, you picture this like nice country movie out on the hills and everything. It's like, oh, well, nice and peaceful. But then there are certain tracks in that score. It's like, what the hell's going on? Do you guys know of any movies you hate the scores to?
No, you're on your own on that one. I'm just trying to say anything.
Not as well versed in such affairs.
Yeah. What about Pino Donaggio? He composed The Howling, Piranha, but he also composed Seed of Chucky.
Oh boy. Oh boy. What a movie.
What a crazy movie that kind of started. I wouldn't say the reign of what's his name? The guy who's directing Element of Child's Play stuff. Don Mancini. I wouldn't say it would be starting the reign of Don Mancini, but it kind of pushed it in the right direction. Like I don't hate the movies he's doing. I just feel like he wants to tell a certain story and he's using Child's Play to tell that story.
I feel like he just didn't want to do it. And they were like, here's a bunch of money. And he was like, you know what? Cracked his knuckles. I'll show you what I can put in a fucking movie.
I mean, especially the new Child's Play stuff, it's like, it seems like he had a story to tell and he wants to use his only thing he can use to tell it as the source.
I just don't know.
Yeah. It's like, I don't want to get into it too much. Then YouTube will be like, no money for you.
Has anyone seen the new show? Because I watched a few episodes and it's been pretty solid.
Yeah, I watched the first 2 on YouTube when they were up. And they didn't release any more. I haven't seen any of the other ones. But
that's exactly what I did. When they stopped putting them up on the channel, I was like, okay.
Yeah, they're going to have it for free. Might as well just watch it. I was like, oh, this is really good. Where's it going to go? Where's the 3rd episode? Well, I think we should probably end the stream because it's almost been 2 hours.
It's getting to be 2 hours, yeah. I was thinking, so what's for the future for you, Brian? I mean, first off, when you first started, what was your goals? What 10 years ago were you like 100,000 and then I'm done, or what were you thinking 10 years ago?
My goal was how am I going to get people to watch my stuff? I remember Eric from Death Twitch. I'd be like, "Hey, check this out," or someone else be like, "Check this out," and then he'd be like, "What now?" Because I just kept on asking, like, "Check out my stuff, come on." But then I kind of found my audience, and then I changed with doing more reviews. But my audience always stayed on the other channel, watching my music videos and stuff. But then I started doing reviews on there, and I started getting a lot of subscriptions. So I was like, "Hey, I might as well just keep it on here too, and not do the other channel because the other channel had like 2,500 subs, I think, which is still not bad." But I also overworked on that channel, did a lot more videos, and nowhere near the quality. So I think when I decided to start doing a YouTube channel, it was more so get people to watch my stuff and then see how much they either hate or like. And I was always really nervous with the dislike bar. I don't think they should get rid of it because it is a good way to tell how your content is. But I used to get like likes and dislikes evenly, pretty much.
And you take it personally. You're like,
At first, yeah.
yeah, for sure. After a while, it's just like, I
Yeah.
understand. Yeah, I agree.
The only thing I don't like is when I have like a whole bunch of videos with no dislikes, and there's that one video in between them all. It's like, wait, where the fuck does that dislike come from?
I'm with you though.
My new favorite thing is when I get a hate comment. I don't get them too often. I honestly wish I'd get them more. I'll pin the comment and I'll reply, and you know what happens if you'd like a little insider secret. 9 times out of 10, they just fucking delete it because they're fucking pussies. And that's
I've done that too, and I've put on my I'll take a picture of it and put it on my Facebook. Like, hey, check out this asshole. Oh, there was one guy. Oh, what I don't remember. I think it was the Stinky Reader. He called himself. He was a different channel at first. He was like saying how, I can't pronounce these authors' names and all this other crap. And he was just such an asshole. And I even had one of my friends, he was like, I can't believe this, and he jumped in to help out. And I was like, because this guy every time we insulted him back, he would still try to get more out of me. And it was like, just give up. And eventually I just blocked. He eventually just stopped commenting, and then he did a different thing because he was on a different channel. I blocked him on that. It was just like what he said was just kind of messed up. But
well, you'll have that. That happens.
It doesn't happen often, surprisingly, but it does sometimes.
You try to build like a good, friendly community where everybody's happy and there's don't hurt anybody's feelings. But
I was actually thinking about one a long time ago. The other day I was thinking about him. What did he say? He was like, "Oh, white people can't review movies," and I was like, and I looked at his channel, and he has videos of him his girlfriend throwing up in the toilet and talking shit about white people, and I'm like, what the hell is this guy? So I ended up blocking him immediately. I was like, dude, get out of my channel.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up. Some people will say some pretty bad stuff, but the best part about it is they're nowhere near you, so you can just block them. So there's always that option, or reporting them if it gets violent.
And now it doesn't even matter because dislikes have been removed.
Yeah. Oh, they have?
Yep.
Since when? Are you serious?
A couple days ago. Yeah, now it's just the button. There's no count. So
I didn't even know.
Everyone's allowed to just say whatever they want without hurting anyone's feelings.
Mine still has the dislikes.
I haven't met one person who's on board with that. Like,
no.
Even the creators are like, no, put them back.
Yeah. It still says dislikes on my computer. Like, I looked it up and it says that you can like or dislike this video.
But is the number there? Because the button's still there. It's the number's still been removed.
Let me see. Because it's still there. Because there's one I did a video for Antlers and there's one dislike, and let me see if I go on the video itself if it's changed. Because I'm on the channel content right now. No, it's still there.
Or is it only new movies or new reviews coming out? Or
I don't know. My phone has it like that. Let me look on my computer, because I know they were going to do that.
Which is really stupid.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, how's anyone gonna know if they're doing bad or good unless they get hate comments?
Right. And like a point I've seen a lot of other people bring up is like it also doesn't do anything for like tutorials and other like informative videos where people just put up horse shit that isn't even real. It's a great way to do that. Now it's any guy who spends 15 minutes trying to show you how to open Microsoft Paint can just do whatever.
Or if they're like full movies, but they're really not. You just look at the dislike bar, like, it's not the full movie.
Mm-hmm. Before you get 10 minutes into it.
Yeah. There's one time I remember seeing this comment where the guy's like, I waited here for an hour and a half, and all they had was this one picture and never went to the movie. And the guy's like, you waited there for an hour and a half.
That's on you.
I know.
So, Brian, what's your favorite Friday the 13th kill?
I'm not even going to answer that one. I'm above it.
Well, moving forward, like I said, you're taking a break in December. That's good. Yeah. You should. And then I'm sure you'll still be working on stuff during that time, but
I'm going to be working on reading and writing reviews, and I'll be recording and then editing a lot afterwards.
When do you think another episode of Chill or the next part of Chill is going to come out?
I want to have it out before, like I want to have it all ready to be edited before the next Halloween, because doing it last minute is not fun.
I remember you saying like I'm hoping to get it done for Halloween, and I just in my head I was thinking like, ooh, I don't even know where you're at on it, but I was like, I don't know if that'll happen. I think it did.
No, it came out November 1st.
Oh,
like really
close.
early in the morning. I was like, it's close off.
Oh yeah. Those deadlines, man, they'll get you.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanna come back after, because I got promoted and plus possibly getting another promotion. So if that happens, I'm gonna see how I can balance my schedule and make this work. If not, then I'll wait till 2023.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think I'll still come back to do stuff after my break, just not the theme weeks like I was promising for this year or next year. And I'll probably do them next year if it gets too chaotic and busy. So I'll have to see how it goes, play it by ear pretty much.
Cool.
Yeah, well, I'm probably going to end it here because I'm getting really tired. I still got to eat dinner and
Yeah, me too.
do a couple of things. All
Well,
right,
it's been fun.
Yeah, it's been 2 hours. All right, well, thank you for joining me, Brad and Luke.
Anytime. Let's do it for the 200,000th.
Yeah, or the 20-year.
Yeah.
We'll be old men by then.
We'll be there. Yeah.
Yeah. And also I'll put Luke's. Let me do that now. I put Brad and Ray's channels in the comment section. I'm gonna do that as well for Luke. I forgot to because we were really cutting it over time on the before we started.
It's all good. You know where to find me. Confused Reviews should have 2 new spicy videos, hopefully done by the end of the year, and then it's time for season 5.
2 new spicy videos.
2 new spicies. We got. I mentioned both of what they are in this live stream.
You already did one thing, so it can't be that. Yeah. It's going to be They Live and something else.
It's going to be a Christmas of Stephen King.
And Maurice said he just subscribed to Confused Reviews.
Maurice, you're a fucking gentleman and a scholar, and I thank you for choosing such classy content such as mine.
He's like, thanks, Maurice. Is that a Jaws 3 icon?
I think it is. That's my favorite.
And Brad's, if you go to the top of this comment section, it'll be up in there, and I'll also put them in the comment section at the.
I dropped a sub on yours.
Thank you. Yeah, help each other out, and yeah, both of you guys. But yeah, Luke over there, Confused Reviews, your channel's great,
Thank
and
you.
Brian, I can't. I mean, I can't say thank you enough, and keep on chugging, and I hope to see what you got planned for 2022.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be up to standards.
Everybody have a nice, safe holiday, and don't look up at dangling icicles.
Icicles. All right. Well, thank you all, and thank you, Brad and Luke, for joining me.
Thank you.
Until the next one.
Until the next one. Have a good night, guys. Thank you all for watching, and have a good one. I still got to end the broadcast. Sorry.